So it's definitely safe to say that 2025 was just not my year for the Born Caffeinated universe, the brand itself, trying to move the needle forward, reaching as many people as I could. And I fell short just because I was forcing a lot of what I was trying to do. It just wasn't in alignment with who I was at that point. And, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling right now, a lot of men specifically, a lot of dads out there, just because, we wake up, we got to provide for the family. We got to try to take care of ourselves. We have to spend time with the kids. We have to, try to continue to date our wife, which is, things that I personally struggle with, just because my mind stays so active on trying to do everything, but not taking care of myself. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that can relate to that. And by me not taking care of myself caused a lot of anxiety whenever it did come to my own financial trading in the markets, my own business. The Born Caffeinated brand took a hit for absolutely no reason, just because I wasn't winning the battles that I needed to win because I was not letting me be me. I was too busy trying to fake that I was okay, fake that I was mentally and physically strong for my family, when inside that a lot of what I could have done is just turn more to God, gave more to God, and let him take care of the things that he needed to take care of. And I didn't learn that till late of 2025, so October, November, December were really huge turning points for me and helped me start to release a lot of the anxiety that I was feeling every single day. I kid you not, guys. I was waking up every day. I had a huge weight on my shoulders, a huge weight on my chest. And it was just so hard to get through that. And, like I said, I could have went to the gym. You're right. I could have went to the gym, put it in the comments and say, go to the gym more, and that's definitely probably was the fastest fix. But instead I fell to the other side of things where I was like blaming different things in my life, external things, internal things, on just why things weren't working out the way that they needed to. But I wasn't putting in the work on myself to make everything else okay. And I really got the opportunity to do that. And the one way that I was able to kind of fix my internal reality is, it's not some hack. It's not something. It's just, I was listening to a podcast and then it kind of just ding, ding, ding hit, the light went off. I had the epiphany, and it was about writing down the different desires of things that you were chasing, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is. And then take a look at those and say, can I take actions on this desire? Can I take actions on this desire? Can I take actions on this desire? And if you had a thought of like, well, could I? Then you need to set it to the side. If it was just a complete, I just wanted to do that because it was cool, you need to set it to the side. But if you come across a desire and you're like, yes, I could do that, that's the one you need to focus on. And that's the big hack that really helped me kind of turn a new leaf over and begin to elevate and begin to heal my internal self, so that everything else around me could also flourish. And so that's why I'm back to creating content. Born Caffeinated was never just meant to be a day trading brand that had education on financial markets, that had a community for people to connect with other like-minded traders. And whenever I was in that moment trying to build all of that, it started to affect my own trading. I started, blowing prop firm accounts for no reason. I would get really close to payouts, really big payouts, and I would self-sabotage. And because I was trying to take care of everybody else and not focusing on what I was doing, maybe I was just trying to get that screenshot for social media. And maybe I was just trying to prove to myself or prove to, my wife in that moment that I am doing this, I can do this, I can provide. There's a lot of different reasons to why all of that started to happen. I'm not going to pinpoint one exact reason, but it stems from just not taking care of yourself, right? And that's not what Born Caffeinated is about. Born Caffeinated is about truly building a lifestyle that you want to live, not have to live. And that's something that I have been working towards since 2019, whenever I went into business for myself with a content agency. Started off as a podcast studio. I stumbled across day trading, fell in love with day trading, fell in love with the skill set. I fell in love with, you know, just learning really about it. And I think at some point too, I got so caught up in the analysis that it caused a lot of paralysis. And that's something that I'm looking to shift, moving out of 2025 and into 2026, is to not be so caught up in the analysis of everything. Like, I've built the skill set, whether that's business skill set, whether that's trading skill set. I've done the work that I need to do in order to reach the outcomes I want to reach. But that's not to say I still don't have more learning ahead of me, right? And so I'm taking action on the things that I know how to do. And my goal is to just impact as many men, as many dads out there who are struggling with their day-to-day life because they're not taking care of themselves. They're taking care of everybody else around them, but not realizing that there is a lot of selflessness in being selfish whenever it comes to you and chasing your dreams and your goals. Because at the end of the day, yes, you have a family. That family fills your cup. Yes, you have a wife. That wife fills your cup. But if you're not doing the thing, you're not chasing your own desires, you're not chasing your own goals, you're not chasing the dreams that you have set for yourself before the family, before the wife, before all of that, then you're going to find yourself at a crossroads of like, man, I'm not doing what I set out to do. And I want to keep people from reaching a late age of regret. And so, in 2026, I'm turning 30 and I have not continuously worked towards what I'm trying to build. And that hurts a lot. It's not the age, it's not the number that hurts a lot of what I'm turning. What hurts a lot is that I wasted a lot of time whenever I had the resources, I had the knowledge, I had the blueprint, I had the accelerators, whatever you want to call it. I had all of that. I just did not take action. So if you are a dad out there, you're a man out there trying to be better, I encourage you to make the trade. I encourage you to build the life you want to live, not have to live.